Hello fans, followers of my channel, and people who are new to this one. And I know my channel's been a little quiet lately. Again, I am still kind of a little limited here, trying to do everything left-handed with the mouse. And that's going to continue for a bit longer. So I'm going to bring to you the Squadron 42 trailer from the CitizenCon that was just here in 2018. Squadron 42, as you know, is part of Star Citizen over there. And likely, if you're watching this, you already have some familiarity with Star Citizen. It is pretty renowned, good or bad. And so I feel like before I dive into this trailer, I should tell you right up front about my experience with Star Citizen. I was there as one of the early backers. Got my Super Hornet, got a freelancer way back at the start. I've added to it since then. People have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on digital products in this game. Digital ships, digital guns, digital property, okay? And so it's been a mix ever since it was like a very popular Kickstarter. We expected to see a game by now. But the more people put into it, the more they put the stretch goals out, and now they're creating something that's freaking huge. But at the same time, they're pushing limits to the computer. They're putting a lot of detail into it, which has also kind of delayed it quite a bit. I mean, we first started seeing, I think the first trailers from this maybe 2012, and granted, some games take that long. You definitely can get in and play in a limited portion of that world right now. You can get in a ship and fly places, you can visit ports, so you can have some fun. The game in general, though, has a long way to go to be there. I used to do broadcasting for my guild, on behalf of Grievance, because there was a lot of us, well, there still are a lot of us that are interested in Star Citizen. So I think I did about 2 years of Star Citizen shows, which are actually pretty popular. Some of them had over 10,000 hits over there. And eventually we kind of got tired out waiting, okay? So let's take a look at the trailer. And normally they still do some awesome trailers, okay? Chris Roberts is a great showman to get you interested in his product. All right, he's got that going for him. So even as I seeming like endlessly wait for this game to come out, let's see what we got. I know we'll probably see Mark Hamill. We know he's involved in it. I've heard that John Rhys Davies is involved too. Gary Oldman. So I know they've been in, at least Gary Oldman and Mark Hamill in past projects. John Rhys Davies is apparently in this one, which harkens back to old Wing Commander 3, if you got Mark Hamill and John Rhys Davies. Anyways, let's get it running. Trying to see what we're flying here. Oh, hello. Couple Bengals. I like the fleet. I like the fleet look. I'll be surprised to see when I can actually get on board one of these things. They're so huge.
I saw you apply to the Flight Academy again.
I'm your new wingman, sir.
Oh, there you got Mark Hamill facing. I don't know the voice of the person we just... Wow, that planet atmosphere.
The coil. Local scum use it for cover to launch attacks. This is their turf, so move on. Keep your eyes open.
I'm interested to see what space anomalies we might find.
No southern moves.
Huh.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, that guy was a giant.
We're OMC.
Mohawk giant.
And OMC belongs to CitizenCon.
Is that your boss? Are we supposed to be scared of him or something?
Yeah.
The OMC aren't the only ones listening into comms.
You haven't seen the Seals exit. Oh, hello. That's our first really good look at some big Vandal ships right there. I'm assuming it's Vandal. That's gotta be, yeah.
All ships.
Wow.
We're under attack by Vandal forces. Repeat, we are under attack.
I am eager to see more of the Vandal. Split spear.
There have been losses.
Each and every one of you has proven yourself time and again.
He looks like John Rhys Davies, although it's Gary Oldman we're hearing. Sounds like.
The system.
Where is it?
We will not fall back.
Interesting scanner reconstruct there.
Form up, Cal. You got a point. Copy that. Tally's on me. Let's say hi.
I'm trying to recognize some of these ships. I mean, I see Hornets. I'm not sure some of the others.
Because
it's
we
been a while.
have to.
Alright, well. Okay, well, they always feel good to see some stuff. In some ways I expected more, and in some ways I was still happy with the stuff I saw. I haven't seen enough of the Vanduul, so seeing those big wide views of the Vanduul fleet, our fleet, the second fleet, and seeing some of the Vanduul soldiers in action, that was pretty nice. The space effects were pretty nice. I guess I was hoping to see a little more storyline and character is about the only thing I was missing from there, because some of it was just they were going for a lot of beauty shots, and they did have a lot of beauty shots, but I'm trying to look more into the characters and what's going on. I really like to look at some of the stuff that they were doing in space, because actually getting on those ships into the game, attacking these large objectives around these space stations that you can disembark, try to find a door, go in, blast your way through, ideally. I mean, let's face it, I would not be surprised with my luck sometimes if I disembark the ship, somehow miss the door, and here's a ship about a mile long, and I'm trying to be like, okay, where's the door, where's the objective, where am I supposed to be going? It can happen. It's just my luck sometimes. But also the space views, the anomalies in space, everything floating, the little red lightning storm. I mean, that's pretty good looking. You know, in the end, I'll say I don't doubt that these guys will put a very visually awesome game out there. And I like that you can accomplish so much getting out of a ship, doing EV actions and all that. Again, they won't announce when this is coming. It was supposed to be released in chapters, and we were expecting it even like 2 years ago. So, you know, I take it with a grain of salt, because it's beautiful, but it's always beautiful. Hopefully it's going to be sooner rather than later, because I like to do this. Well, not too soon anyways, because, you know, I want to be out of this thing so that I can properly fly my Super Hornet and fly the ship. Or see what we end up starting with in this one. I mean, for all we know, our first ship going into this game might be that little starter ship, like that from Robert Space Industries. Of course, now I can't remember the name of it. The little basic ship everyone starts with. Maybe a small militarized version. You'll be a militia and you have to upgrade. Who knows? We'll see. Well, as always, nice eye candy. Hopefully we see it sooner rather than later, because I'm getting gray hair here. But see you all in the verse.